So good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. Of course, my name is Stephen Reese and we're here until 8 o'clock. It is Friday, and it being Friday, you know what I mean, it's free-for-all Friday. We're going to take a lot of calls. Chef is in the building making breakfast, a healthy breakfast at that, I understand. So we're gonna chat with Chef very soon, okay, in our timing. But we also have a guest coming in this morning, our good friends from New York City. They are here. So we're going up next week, and the president of the New York Carnival committee is here. So he's going to join us this morning around 7 o'clock. There are big things going on with the steel pan globally that needs to be acknowledged. There is the Panorama event that will take place during the Labor Day celebrations. And it is, I think, the second biggest panorama outside of, after Trinidad and Tobago. I think New York is the biggest. Yeah, the bands are 100 players. Yeah, 100 players, right? When you go up the islands and stuff, there's Panorama, but Panorama usually, the bands are way smaller than what we present in the savannah, on the big stage, the stage of stages, right? 100 players, long time used to be 120, bands used to go up to about 120 players, that kind of thing, right? But New York City Panorama, all the bands, 100 players. And it is going to be a pay-per-view event. We're going to chat with the president about that and also about the impact of the steel pan outside of Trinidad and Tobago, outside of the Caribbean, right? In America, in Europe. It's going to be a terrific conversation, all right? And of course, our flight is on the 28th, and we will return on the 2nd. So bye-bye, Chef. Bye-bye. I'm going to eat some New York pizza. Yeah, man. They said that the place they're going to eat pizza, you know, is New York. I go in, and Chris, we boy Portney, Dave Portney, the fellow who does all the pizza reviews. There is a place in New Jersey, not New Jersey, sorry, in Brooklyn, where we'll be. It got one of his highest ratings of 9.4, and he don't rate that high, eh? He don't ever, 8 is like a real high score for him. So if he say 9.4, brother man, I had to find that pizza place. Trust me. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll just, when I see it, I'll know it. So I'll just Google it. But yeah, 9.4, you know. Yeah. 9.4. I think the best pizza place in America, he gave it to a place called Monty's, I think. That they got a first time ever got a 10. 10 out of 10. You understand? And he don't give out 10 something. He's very, very conservative with his scoring. But I had to eat a pizza, I love pizza, you know, I like a Ninja Turtle, you know. Yeah. Yeah, if I was a Ninja Turtle, I'd be Michelangelo. Yeah. All right, so I'll tell you what. We're going to take a look inside of the Newsday here before we throw out a topic or two at you after the break, which is going to engage us in terms of phone calls. All right? And you know, as usual, we keep the calls flowing because this morning is that type of day. All right? There's practically one topic that we're going to talk about. I see that former Minister of Energy and Energy Affairs, Stuart Young, and, well, I don't even know, the MSG is still a thing, whatever. And David Abdullah, there is an article in the paper here, it should be because it was online, where they are saying, hands off Venezuela. They're telling the US to keep their hands off of Venezuela. Just now, I'm not seeing it in the article. Like they put it on page 10. But I think it's a development taking place just, you know, very, very close by in the Caribbean, in our area that we need to chat about. But I mean, you got to take into consideration a lot of things here, but we'll get into that. Let me not jump the gun. All right, so shake up at majority state-owned bank. First Citizens CEO quits. Okay. So, in a sudden and unexplained move, Karen DeBasey, Group Chief Executive Officer of First Citizens, has tendered a resignation according to senior bank and government sources. Newsday was told that the resignation was submitted to Corporation Sole Finance Minister Dave Tanku on August 20th. A WhatsApp query and calls to DeBasey seeking comment on August 21st went unanswered. Tanku, in a WhatsApp comment at 6:09 p.m. on August 21st, responded to a query seeking comment stating, quote, in cabinet, no comment, end quote. Anthony Isidore Smart, chairman of the board of directors of First Citizens Group Financial Holdings Limited, offered no comment on several questions relating to DeBasey's exit and whether any steps had been taken to inform the Securities Exchange Commission and the central bank as prescribed by the bylaws of the Financial Institutions Act. Okay. Job loss worried ex-forestry worker, says his widow. High-risk inmates moved to Tetron. Security breach at Staubles Bay. How could you? Just now. A security breach has forced authorities to shuffle some high-risk inmates yet again, this time back to the Army's Tetron barracks in Chagaramas. Newsday understands some inmates, all classified as high-risk and accused of plotting murders, kidnappings, and gang wars from behind bars, were yanked out of Staubles Bay on August 21st after it was uncovered that contraband, a cell phone and charger, was inside the Coast Guard's headquarters. How did the contraband get here? The cell phone works, cell phone are legs now, and chargers. You see the problems? You see the issues? You see? And this is why. Let me mind like what I say, you know. And I don't care. Right? I don't care if you don't like what I say. But I must say it anyway. This is why sometimes you need to rule with an iron fist. To hell with democracy and all this, you know. Sometimes you just need to rule with an iron fist with certain things. I'm not saying that to be a dictator. I'm saying that sometimes you need to be brutal in the way that you handle certain things. And take the kid gloves off. And the little pat on your hand and all these things. And deal with things real dread. Real dread. It's the only way sometimes that you're going to get anywhere, that you're going to make any progress. Sometimes you need to forget the rule book and what is politically correct and say to hell with that. That's what I tell all you. I couldn't be, listen, there's certain things I cannot be in life. Right? I can't be no, I could have never be a police. Forget that part. I always tell all of that. If I was a police, and I know that you ain't thing, I ain't playing by no rule book because you ain't playing by it. I comment for you. You understand? One less. You dig it? Sometimes, you know what I mean, you're trying to deal with a situation. And, I mean, boy, I don't know now. Intruder escaped security guards at insurance firm. I hear the man dive through the glass, boy. Look at that movie thing going on in Trinidad, boy. A 51-year-old man was taken to hospital on August 20th after he broke through a glass door and window to escape security guards who caught him wandering wandering in an insurance company's offices late at night. What you doing in the people's office? But it had to be Tom Cruise. That had to be Tom Cruise. Or Jason Statham. Is one of them, right? Security guards catch you in the people's office late at night and you run through a glass door and a window. I hope you have insurance. Because what kind of movie thing going on here, man? Who's filming that movie? What trouble is this? But, you know, I tell you, they saw a man with dreadlocks dressed in a gray sweater, blue jeans, dark-colored shoes, and a red and white jersey over his shoulders, walking along the corridor near the kitchen. Look, only had to read the article, yes? Kenneth Spence, the Catholic priest at, let me see, St. Teresa's RC Church in Woodbrook, that's not too far from me, collapsed and died on August 21st, yesterday. He was 75 years old, and this happened around 1:15 p.m. He was rushed to the St. Clair Medical Center. He died around 1:15 p.m. All right. Fishermen want Kamla to address party boats' use of Sando facility. The San Fernando Fishing Cooperative has escalated its call on the Prime Minister to address concerns about a party boat docking at the newly built $35 million San Fernando fishing facility. Okay. The party boats, man. You know how long I go a boat ride? My days are that done, you know. I used to throw boat ride and all. Good boat ride at that too. Chef, you was on one end. You had come a couple of my boat rides then? Boy, we give away all kind of thing, you know. My name should be giveaway, you know. That's all I just do. Giveaway. Yeah, I go dead up, Papa. I have no children. I have nobody to leave nothing for, except my two brothers and my nephews. You know? Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'll get started. I was always a late bloomer, you know. Yeah, I was always a late bloomer. You never know. A little Stefan Smurf might be running around, you know. Good, man. 48, boy. I could be one of them. I could be one of them. Yeah. Huh? What? Oh, God, I telling you, boy. It's Friday, people. I don't know how the Friday news reporters go. You know, he's trying to trade that little thing. Sad news. The PTSC manager came out and said that the driver that lost his life in that horrible accident on the highway this week, Munsaf, was a model employee. Also, Minister pays surprise visit to Eric Williams Medical Complex. Health Minister Dr. Lakram Bodo conducted an unannounced walkthrough assessment of the Adult Accident and Emergency Department at the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex on August 20th. Bodo was joined by Dr. Tim Gopi Singh, Chairman of the North Central Regional Health Authority, along with representatives of the department's team. A statement from the ministry said during the visit, Bodo evaluated both operational systems and patient-centered services with the objective of improving efficiency and patient outcomes. Nice. I like that it was unannounced. Not like this clown that we had the other day. He know he going to the hospital. They know he coming. And after you buy, oh my goodness, the service is so great. This is not a knock on the healthcare, you know, the nurses and the doctors. We know you all try your best. But we must admit that, you know, there is a reason why the healthcare system is in the mess. And it's because you all are overwhelmed. You know what I mean? I went into Montauk a couple of years ago. Not for myself, but with my uncle. It was like a madhouse in there. You understand what I'm saying? Like a madhouse. Until you actually go in there, whether it is to accompany somebody or you're going to the hospital as a patient, you really don't know. And some people will tell you, some people have good experiences, some people have bad experiences. And this isn't any hospital, right? But I'm glad that he made the surprise visit. So, you know what I mean? Catch them off guard. That's how you have to do it. School discipline and AI textbooks discussed at ministers' principals meeting. I think this is why this book grant issue, and I know we had a caller yesterday called to find out about the book grants, right? Over the weekend, I'll see if I get some information on that, so that I could give you all an update on Monday. But I think this administration has made it very clear that they are moving towards, and I think the Prime Minister, if I'm not mistaken, she may have mentioned it, is she meant to mention it, boy? That the book might come on the laptop. The books might come on the laptop, right? But that's only for a certain, oh gosh, that's a certain students, right? But the others are to get the books, right? But eventually, I think they would be moving towards that, right? But the AI textbooks that are being discussed, along with some other things along the lines of technology, I don't know if, look, you know what? Whether or not you're moving into a more technological approach, you need to distribute the book grants. Either way. All right? We are already at the 22nd of August. School starts in approximately, what do we have? We have 9 and 8. Yeah, 17 more days, a little over 2 weeks. The book grant should be distributed. So I'll find out. I'll give you all the update on Monday. PNM calls on government to assist laid-off workers. Port of Spain man charged for murder of street dweller. 15 Venezuelans held in Princetown for illegal entry. Penal shop owner gunned down. Hold on, eh? The PNM is calling on the government to assist the laid-off workers. Were they paid for that month? The month that they told them they would get their salary for? Because I remember when the salary was late and it didn't reach the bank on Friday, it had this big hullabaloo. And Barry Padarat came out and said that, listen, it's a processing issue, but everything is being processed and it would be paid like within a week or whatever the case might be. Now I am presuming, because I ain't hear nobody with no placard and shouting in the streets, that it was paid and everybody quiet now. And what they're calling on is for further assistance for laid-off workers moving forward until the CPEP system and the URP system is restructured, right? However, that restructuring process is going to move faster without the bacchanal in the way, right? Sometimes you just have to let people do what they have to do the job, right? But very interesting. I want to know for sure if that was paid. Young and Abdullah say, hands off Venezuela. Everybody's a hands off these days. Rowley the other day on Facebook saying, hands off you Philistines. Hands off Lara. This time he's the one who take the hands off Lara, you know, and didn't renew the man contract, Lord Father. Well, not him personally, but, you know, under his watch. We'll come back to that. CPSO says tariffs could lose Trinidad and Tobago almost 300 million US in revenue. I ain't commenting on that yet. We will see. Acting CEO says WASA on a mission to become more efficient and responsive. And I told you all last week, that situation up in, I think it was Maracas, where the people getting running water in the pipe now. After 30 years, water coming through the pipe. Powerful supply of water with some upgrades that were done. Very simple upgrade. Look how quick they get that done. So how that could not happen all the time? 30 years, the people say they didn't get a proper water supply. They were on like 2 days a week. They would get proper running water and things like that, right? And the new, this new CEO? Yeah. Jivan Joseph went up there. He heard from them, spoke to them. And then, within about a week or two, the people getting proper water supply. Sometimes I wonder, like, how? Anyway, Chef is here with us, and having introduced him, and you see him on the screen now, I want to remind you that Chef has 2 particular courses in September. The first is like a one-day international.
Yep.
All right. Well, West Indies feeling like that too, eh? But anyhow, he has the food costing, restaurant and catering operation, one-day workshop. Ramsing Plaza 1 in Chagonas is where it will take place. And some of the topics, Chef.
Yeah, some of the topics we show you. Now, people who operate the food business, it could be at water level. It could be doubles vendors. It could be fast food. It could be restaurant operation, catering operation. We actually show you how to make money. Whatever you invest, how to make money. We have portion. We show the right menus, how to make a shopping list, how to shop, how to negotiate, how to everything that's beneficial to your business as well. And I must say, we have owners and chefs who come in and do this course, and we actually show them stuff that they don't know of. They say, well, chef, we operate in business, but we don't know this information. So it's really to benefit your operations and to make you get more profitable in your business as well. Yeah?
All right, nice one. So now you can get on board with this particular course by calling Chef on 372-4639 or 737-5097. Those are the 2 numbers that you could call and sign up for the food costing, restaurant and catering operation.
Yep.
One-day workshop.
Yep.
Nice man.
Very beneficial. Very beneficial one.
Lovely. 50 overs. All right. Also, we have the Geopolitical range of products backed by science, over 900 scientific research and clinical trials. It's made from that aged garlic extract. And we have several products in the Geopolitical range. They include the Geopolitical cleanse and digestion, the Geopolitical blood pressure health, the Geopolitical cholesterol health, the Geopolitical total heart health, the Geopolitical circulation health, and they are all proven to be effective in sustaining healthy levels. They also have the Keo Green Powder Drink Mix, which is a unique blend of superfoods that provide balanced nutritional benefits for the whole family, for the whole body. And also they have the Geodophilus probiotics. So you can pick up any product in the Geopolitical range at a pharmacy or a health store across the country. And for more information, you can WhatsApp 728-0338. That is 728-0338. And finally, do not forget that the CPL is here. And you're going to have your plan with Flow, man. So this cricket season, Flow keeps you in the game as the official telecommunications partner of the Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders. So sign up for the Everything You Need plan and win tickets to TKR home matches or an all-inclusive finals home line. Visit discoverflow.co for details, and it is NLCB approved. All right? So with that, we take the first break. When we come back, we will open the phone lines and take some calls. Young and Abdullah, say hands off Venezuela. Yes, we have some developments taken there. And the panic thing, people don't pushing the early panic. But remember when Kamala come on me, I say, I sat here, I vex in the clip, I say, nothing going up. You understand? Trinidad people, oh God, she said, I saw her pat down now, boy. No, that man ain't doing nothing ain't gonna happen. You understand? What happened? You understand?
Talking about that same thing. The family and I, you say, but she came out and she know what she was saying.
She know what she was saying. There's the point I go make this morning.
Yeah, she know exactly.
Woman is brilliant. She knows what she was saying. When she made the statement and said, she's making it very clear
Yeah.
that Trinidad and Tobago's partner and ally is the United States of America, our largest trading partner,
Correct.
and we stand with the United States of America. She knew exactly what she was saying.
Correct.
You understand? For many of us, the move that America is making now, deploying the Marines and so on and so forth down in the zone there,
Yeah.
that might come as that's a surprise.
Yeah.
But leaders talk to other leaders.
Correct.
You understand? We only in the background. We in the background, you know. You understand? They just have their conversations. You understand? As to what may or may not occur. Or what you understand what I'm saying? So you have to take your position. So this article, this one, I'm gonna just read a little part of it, and we'll open the phone and take calls. But we'll be back after this. We'll get into that after the break. Stay tuned.
Cricket is Caribbean passion, pure energy and pride. That's why Flow is proud to be the official telecommunications partner of the Trinbago Knight Riders for CPL 2025. Win tickets to TKR home matches or an all-inclusive finals home line when you sign up for the Everything You Need plan. Plus, enjoy 25% off for 6 months. One identity, one beat, one rhythm. Visit discoverflow.co to learn more. Promotion approved by the NLCB.
New York Carnival, aka Weadka, is celebrating 58 years. Join us August the 28th through September the 1st for New York Carnival Week in New York City.
I come from when Tommy used to carry it.
With over 20 adult bands, over 30 junior bands, New York Carnival Week is something you cannot miss. The Mecca of Carnival, New York Carnival, kicking off August the 28th through September the 1st. We love New York Carnival. Remember to log on to the website, weadkacarnival.org. Follow us on Instagram at New York Carnival. Experience the Mecca of New York Carnival. The Caribbean melting pot.
Look, something to talk about.
August the 28th through September the 1st. Carnival Week in New York City. Join us for Culture Fest concerts, Panorama, and much, much more. New York Carnival, Junior Parade of Bands, and the 58th Annual West Indian Carnival Day Parade on Eastern Parkway. Join us for Viva La Carnival, the celebration.
Welcome to South Point Hotel Barbados, your gateway to a luxury oasis of tranquility, comfort, and impeccable service. Nestled along the popular south coast of Barbados, South Point Hotel is a true haven for those seeking relaxation, rejuvenation, and unforgettable experiences. From the moment you arrive, you'll be enveloped by an ambiance of serenity that effortlessly blends with the stunning flora and fauna surrounding you. The accommodations are spacious, elegant, and thoughtfully designed to ensure maximum comfort. Each room offers a perfect retreat where you can unwind, rejuvenate, and be pampered with the exceptional service of attentive staff. Indulge in the extraordinary at Driftwood, the in-house restaurant, where culinary excellence meets coastal charm. Driftwood's menu is a celebration of fresh, local ingredients, expertly crafted to create a dining experience that will take your palate on a delightful gastronomic journey the Bajan way. Whether you're here to relax by the pool, enjoy a delicious meal, or explore the enchanting beaches nearby, every moment at South Point Hotel is crafted to exceed your expectations. Book your stay today and immerse yourself in the luxury oasis that South Point Hotel offers. Discover a destination where every detail is thoughtfully curated for your enjoyment. South Point Hotel Barbados, creating memories that last a lifetime. For reservations, email them at reservations@southpointhotelbarbados.com or call 1246-424-7744 or check out the website www.southpointbarbados.com.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
The most powerful young astrologer form India, Master Sainath, will expert in palm reading, face reading, horoscope reading, gives life-term protection for all kind of problems, court cases, husband and wife problems, negative energy, teenage issue, business problems, ex-love back, job issue, money problem, love marriage issue, health problem, reach great heights in career, jealousy, black magic, etc. He can be consulted to reunite with loved ones. All religions are welcome. Your visit will be private and confidential. Call now +186-8316-0148. Located in all over Trinidad.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Downers Educational Institute is the top private school in Trinidad and Tobago with 35 years experience and tremendous student success. One of the most trusted education providers in the industry. Downers offers full-time day school classes for forms 1 to 5 and evening classes for primary level standards 2 to 5, secondary level forms 1 to 5, and also classes for adults and repeaters. For CSEC, Downers covers the business subjects and is one of the few private schools that offer the science subjects, physics, chemistry, and biology as well. Online classes are currently being offered in all areas. However, Downers Educational is flexible and will adjust as the situation changes to offer both online and in-person schooling. They also offer affordable pricing and flexible payment plans. Downers Educational, located at number 92 Charlotte Street, Port of Spain. Call 627-9491 or WhatsApp 737-8006 and 471-0477. Visit their website, downerseducationalinstitute.com. Email downersedu@gmail.com or find them on Facebook at Downers Educational Institute. Downers Educational, offering success through quality education.
On Saturday, August 30th, 2025, get ready for the sweet sound of steel pan music as it electrifies New York City. The Weadka present the Panorama 2025 behind the Brooklyn Museum, located at number 200 Eastern Parkway in Brooklyn, New York, with over 8 bands competing for the title of 2025 New York Panorama Champion. This is more than bragging rights. It starts at 7 p.m. This year, you can also catch all the excitement via pay-per-view and immerse yourself with exclusive access for just $9.99 US. That gets you all of this and some. Order now at weadkacarnival.org and reserve your place.
All right, so we're back. Let me just make sure the phone is, yes, it's connected. Okay. Lovely. So we're going to open the phone and take some calls. So there's this article in the paper this morning. It says, Young and Abdullah, hands off Venezuela. We'll get that up for you. I'll just read a little part of it. Right? Stuart Young, former Prime Minister and former Minister of Energy and National Security, sent a message to the United States saying hands off Venezuela via a text to Newsday on August 21st. The message came amid the ongoing buildup of a powerful U.S. military naval fleet off the coast of Venezuela, purportedly to curb narcotics trafficking cartels. The recent developments being reported by international media should be of concern to all citizens, and I dare say to the region, Young said. CARICOM in our region is a recognized zone of peace, and it is critical that this be maintained. Trinidad and Tobago has consistently respected and upheld the principles of non-intervention and non-interference in the internal affairs of other countries, and for good reason. I trust that all our allies will also respect and uphold these principles, he said. While Young, as a former minister, has worked for Trinidad and Tobago to access Venezuelan oil and gas, Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar has adopted a U.S. line and termed Maduro a narco-terrorist. Movement for Social Justice leader David Abdullah, MSJ, who served a stint in Persad-Bissessar's first administration, condemned the U.S. military buildup. On August 21st, the U.S. Embassy in Venezuela issued a stern travel advisory to U.S. citizens, saying, quote, the United States government advises any U.S. citizen or resident of the United States not to travel to or remain in Venezuela due to the serious risk of unlawful detention, torture in detention, terrorism, kidnapping, unfair policing practices, violent crime, and civil unrest. If you are aware of any U.S. citizen detained in Venezuela, and they give the contact information. The U.S. has accused the Maduro regime of narco-trafficking and election fraud. Reports are of 8 U.S. warships plus 4,500 sailors and Marines heading to the waters off Venezuela. And this fleet includes the Iwo Jima Amphibious Ready Group, and the 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit, comprised of the USS Iwo Jima, USS San Antonio, and USS Fort Lauderdale, vessels all specifically designed for amphibious assaults, that is, to land Marines. All right? Well, I'm trying to get the part here, but anyhow, you all get the idea. So, this is what has been deployed. And former Prime Minister and former Minister of Energy and National Security, Stuart Young, has made a statement on it, and David Abdullah as well. And I heard on the news that the experts are advising Trinidad and Tobago to stay neutral. Let me get the population's thoughts on this, as you know, people seem to be pressing the panic button very early. Hello, good morning.
Well,
morning, thoughts?
Yes, Stefan. I get in blue, and I think those two guys, Abdullah and this Stuart Young, what authority they have to be making big statement like this, like they figure that is an election or there ain't no election, you know. This is big man seriousness. This ain't no dirty system. Abdullah always making some kind of statement, like when you're playing in a band and your guitar not tune up, or that tune, or you can't get it. Okay, you always do this kind of business. I always listen to him, and he always making some statement that you have no authority to be making those kind of statements. And you see the seriousness, because this is seriousness with America, you know. America, they come like this PNM business doing things on their capital. When you see that they come out here, they come out for business, you know. And this is a serious thing. We have to pray for God that everything gone right in the right way and the right direction. I get blue about this statement this morning. Let they go and find something to do now. Have a nice
no problem, yeah, man. 327-7400. Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir, for morning.
Yeah, but also outside of the statement that they made, just your thoughts on the whole development as well, people. Hello, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, boy. I find Young and Abdullah should go Venezuela and join the militia. You understand? I find they should do that, because at the end of the day, I saw a report last night, I don't know what truth is. They say Maduro tried to flee the country to go Cuba, but because of U.S. intervention, because they cover all bases, and he had to go back Venezuela, so I don't know how true that is.
I saw, just not to cut you, but I saw that as well. I cannot confirm it. But if he did try to flee, what are you fleeing for? If you alone know why you're fleeing for.
We don't have something telling me Trump just looking for Maduro to give him a reason, and he just looking for Maduro to give him a reason.
That's all Trump is. Just give me a reason, partner.
Trump, he just want a reason, and at the end of the day, but then I see in local news now, they had detention order for a police corporal.
Yeah.
And then I see they have one for a prison officer now.
Okay. And nobody corporal. Nobody corporal.
I know see but then again, but I will tell you something, then fellas, is clung, because if you're working for a government salary, but you're living like your surname is Abu Hadid, people will watch you. Yeah, sir.
Good point.
All right then.
Yeah, man. Good point. Good point. Well, people do things foolishly, eh? You know. Hello. Good morning.
Stefan?
What's
Good
up?
morning. It's Friday. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Well, what are we joining today? The militia. What he said? What
He
were we
said I
joining?
should go and join the militia. Oh, God, Lord.
Yesterday was the conga line. Look now. Today is Friday. Let us lighten up. Chef. Chef, listen now. I am making something called a roti aloo pie. Right?
A roti
You
aloo
fill it
pie.
like a tiny little fry bake. Well, I'm frying it, right?
Uh-huh.
And with the potato and stuff, well seasoned and so, but you're making it a fry bake shape, and you're frying it. You can eat
Okay.
it plain, or you can eat it with something else. Chef, what do you think about that?
But when I come back from New York, you gotta make that for me. We go put him into
But Sean,
practice style,
listen,
don't worry.
you put a tiny little bit of butter and cooking, tiny, so it doesn't ever get hard. Really, really nice.
Butter is good to keep everything soft.
Yeah, just a tiny
butter keeps
little
everything
bit.
soft.
So you have the effect of the aloo pie
All right.
in a roti form.
Okay.
All right.
It's a nice tin chapati kind of thing.
All right.
Okay.
It's the
Like a
best.
chapati,
It's the
chapati.
best.
All right,
Something I
we'll
want
work
to
on that.
put in. You listen now, let me laugh. Let us do the conga line. Let me see you do the conga line for a second.
All right, no problem. All right, cool.
When you go to New York, okay, take care, bye.
Yeah.
Bye, chef.
Bye. I like
Chef,
that.
you're getting recipe here,
I
boy.
tell you,
You're
boy.
getting
I tell you, boy. Nice one.
Morning.
Well,
Morning, my brother. Go ahead.
we supposed to stay neutral, listen. How we doing that?
I don't know.
If explain that to me now. If anything taking place there, where do you think one of the bases would be for America?
Is who stands with you and who stand against you?
Correct.
It have no
That's
neutral
what I'm saying,
position
so-
in this.
I can't understand these are the people who are leading the country, and that is why we are where we are. All of a sudden, to are realizing that it's at the whole Venezuela, and so they get the boat, so they stand by the door. Where they getting? How they holding them?
Yeah.
Because the Coast Guard cutters start to operate. They get diesel and they start to move up and down.
Right.
You understand? The problem, they have 4 or 5 million militias. You know. But I ain't sure what I didn't hear is what I hear. To be when he gets a certain age, the Guardian nationalists pick you up and they get military training. Nearly every person, or every young person, is trained in Venezuela for military combat. You understand? So, I mean, just hold one man, we set out back and let's look for him and take him out and done with that. Call him, basically. I think they have a reward on here. I think I'm a million
50
US.
million US. It was 25 million
50 million.
under for a while.
Wow.
Biden and I think it's but Biden had put a $25 million bounty on his head. Trump recently raised it to 50 million.
Right, let's some.
Hello? I lost him. All right. Yeah, he reconnected. Like he ended up in a different area there. Let me take this one. Morning. What are your thoughts?
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Tobago in the house.
Tobago!
I have 2 points to clear up here.
Yeah, go ahead, Tobago.
In a nutshell. One, CPEP and URP.
Yeah.
If you're checking from the 75 coming down to early 80s, 90s, it never had no CPEP. Was 10 days and 40 days.
Right.
And who they like, they keep back. Now people working 6 years, 5 years, 3 years. This is not a permanent or a temporary casual work.
Yeah,
So I don't know why they don't get it in the head.
It's a dependency syndrome job. You understand what I'm saying? When you come dependent on something like that, on minimum wage job, you'll be beholden to your master.
Not only that, they want to work from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock and play the ass. Sorry for cursing.
No, we apologize to that, people. Yeah, I know it slip out, but we apologize to that.
I apologize for that. But you can't depend on that.
There's not technically it's not an obscene one, but go
And
ahead.
that's
Yeah.
what they're doing. That one. Two. Stuart Young and Abdullah. Abdullah I know is a militant man through the trade union and thing. But when you have a man doing all these kind of corrupted things, then you want to come the countries wrong you, which includes Trinidad and Tobago. Right?
Right.
When action is being taken, we are brace because if he intends to retaliate on the United States, which all the vessels in the water between us, which is 7.5 miles, we're going to we.
Okay.
And then they want to blame the lady now for standing up and saying she not for that because they want to eradicate drugs and guns, and that is where it's coming from.
Okay. All right.
So, have a blessed day.
Yeah, my brother. Take it easy, Tobago. Yeah. Morning. This caller might remember what I'm going to mention. I want to mention this with somebody, but he might remember. Morning. What going on?
What's up? Morning, Mr. Stefan. What you want to mention this?
No, well, you know, it ain't no coincidence, if you ask me, that J.D. Vance in the Washington, D.C. making a statement in Washington,
The
D.C.
comment.
on crime.
Yeah, the comment,
and I heard his statement. I saw the clip. All he said was that up to last week, Washington, D.C. had a higher murder rate than Trinidad and Tobago. That's what he said. Right?
That we say.
That's what he said. Now, why would Trinidad and Tobago slip out of J.D. Vance's mouth just so? Out of all the sovereign countries in the world, why Trinidad and Tobago?
I don't want to assume.
No, exactly. We can't assume. But what I'm saying is, we're so small. We're just a little dot on the map, minding our own business, going about with our happy lives, and the rest of the world is taking place. You have Ukraine and Putin, and you have China, and you have all kind of thing going on. And out of all the places that the Vice President of the United States could compare a murder rate to, he says Trinidad and Tobago. That don't make you think. Like,
We're trying to Tobago on the mind, first of all. And the United States has always been our ally.
Right.
The United States, no matter who is the president,
right,
has always been our ally and the Caribbean ally.
Correct.
And we supposed to have close ties to Washington.
We supposed
always.
to.
Even supposed to, yes. Remember, all the time, no matter what political party or prime minister, we always have close ties to Washington.
Well, we always had close ties, but remember it had a politician that said, what Trump would do?
Yes. I remember that, yeah.
You remember it had a ship. I know you's a man go remember. This one, I just, don't worry, you remember it had a ship. Remember I said, when Rubio met with the former Prime Minister Stuart Young, before the election, before Stuart Young him board the plane, Rubio would have got a brief with everywhere that he has ever been, who he was meeting with, all the business.
Yeah.
Down to the primary school he went to. Right.
Yeah, everything. I was filing everybody, yeah.
So you remember there was a ship, I can't remember the name of the ship. It docked at Point Lisas, and when it left Point Lisas, it turned off the beacon.
Yes.
And then they found it in Venezuela with some 100 and something barrels of oil.
Yeah, fuel or whatever it is, yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
I remember that, yeah. Well, I'm trying to remember what I was going to tell you now, you know. I can't remember down our road.
I can't remember every day.
Yeah. So we know it's 6 ships, and they're supposed to be in international waters. They say they're out there looking for the narcos, right?
Yeah.
And they are narcos because Venezuela recently, Guardia Nacional recently held narcos.
Yeah.
And some Trinidadians on the bureau, right? So it's a proof of narcos and trading and whatsoever.
Right.
But I think there's a good thing because in Trinidad and Tobago or US?
And Trinidad and Tobago?
What, need US dollars?
Yeah.
You're fighting for US dollars? Yeah. So eventually you come. Remember that a nice calypso from Sparrow, the Yankee gone and Sparrow take over town. When the Yankee come back, that all. I go be happy to see some Marines walking up and down Port of Spain in the suit like how there was recently in the boat and they toured certain malls and things. I saw some of them.
All right.
We met on a nice boat here and we got free medical
Yeah.
work done from eyes and all. Yeah. How you think Port of Spain go look with some fellas in white sailor uniform up and down spending the Yankee dollar in all these stores and them. I mean that's something like a great economic
some economic
breakthrough.
activity, yes.
Yeah, how you mean? And they're buying the doubles and the fuel and the ships and they're paying me in US dollars and going straight in the treasury in Friday. But anyway, we're still waiting for the final voter count in Venezuela. Copton, we have never gotten a data poll.
We never got it?
We never got a data poll. Right? And I send you 2 links.
Yeah.
I send you 2 links. Right? And one link saying how Venezuela opposition proved its election win, a brilliant political move. This came out from The Guardian in the UK.
Right.
Right? And the infamous Carter Center. There's another link. Carter Center, Venezuelan top court won't provide independent audit for presidential election. Remember the Carter Center we wanted?
Right.
To supervise, and it was in Guyana?
Yes.
Right. If people want to read Stuart Young, Mr. Stuart Young, the Honorable, former PM, you could read them 2 articles too.
And by the way, before you go,
I listen.
The Venezuelan court will not permit it, right?
No.
Who controls the Venezuelan court?
The man in charge of Venezuela.
Thank you. Talk done.
Right.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. You understand? But we want to sit down here and pretend it isn't so. Morning. Let me drink my
morning.
business. Yeah, what's going on, Chief?
Yeah, it's not a conga line, it's the dragon about to dance.
Oh, Lord.
All Maduro had to do is to step down, call an early election if you want, or just give up and hand over. America had the technology to take him out. It's satellite and drones and special things to take him out if they want to take him out. But I think they're playing for the Venezuelans to hand him over.
A chess game playing. Is that chess game playing?
Yeah. So, but we know that whatever the plans is, but they align with we in order to help we and assist we as we move forward.
Yeah.
You think the whole thing about it, our people, I mean in a democracy entitled to their views. So them who saying keep their hands off where the hand was before.
Yeah.
So the thing about it now, things had to move the way it had to move. And we have to look into the future to see whether we now will benefit in any way, Trinidadians, the area, the world, whatever, however we want to view it. We will have the negative and positive looks. But today, we positive. Chef in the house.
Yeah,
now, Chef have a request.
Chef doing something.
The boys in the back. Yeah, the boys in the back had to get the food first. This man keep you away from them. Last week, them boy in his back, they belly in their hand.
Yeah, boy. They quarrel whole week about that, you know.
We're happy to see you this morning, man. The weekend start good already. Forget the war or anything that will happen in Venezuela.
Nice.
We go join the line, man. We dancing with Dragon Dance. It's Kamla and Trump. We go have Dragon Gas here and all this 10 years that they spend wasting time up and down the place.
All right, man.
Let me have a good man.
Yeah, cool, man. No problem. All right, I got to hold up on the calls there. We do have the president of the New York Carnival Committee coming in, Weadka. So we're going to chat with him about the steel pan. I want to let him really pay attention to what he's going to say. It's a marvelous thing, because I spoke with him last night, and he mentioned some things to me that really and truly, when the steel pan was invented, right, and steel bands and the panyard and everything was created, from what it was then to where it is now, as an instrument, it has grown significantly, all right, globally. And he's going to give us a little insight into that. So we're going to chat with him about that. But before we take the break and we get to that, look, we have all this activity taking place with Venezuela. I think it's just basically more intimidation than anything, right? So I'm going to intimidate you first, right? You understand, Chef? I'll go put some, let me send some boys down there. Let me send some warships and things down there, let you know what time it is. So the clock, understand that the clock ticking, right? And this, I mean, if I was a leader, I would do the same thing. If I want to get you out and I see you as a narco-terrorist, a drug trafficker, a cartel, an illegitimate government, and I have to move you, I am going to move you, but I'm going to take certain strategic steps in moving you. I'm not just going to start a war.
You have to make your presence known.
Yeah, and I mean, the man is happy. Anyhow, you take it whether I like Trump or not.
Yeah.
Trump don't start wars. He's more a peacemaker. You're seeing it. He's negotiating all over the place. Yeah. Right now, listen, the man had to be the ultimate alpha male, you know. The man had Zelensky in the White House a little while back.
Yeah, you see that in
around? And they say, why didn't we have a suit?
You see that
Zelensky
in around?
show up for negotiation wearing a suit, yes, partner. You understand what? He said, look how good you're looking in a suit, man.
And the same man compliment him for the suit.
Yeah. And he compliment him for the suit. You understand what I'm saying? So, look, he's a peacemaker, right? He's a master negotiator as well. So I don't think he's coming down here to just start a war. I think anybody that's trying to push that narrative, you're very, very premature.
Correct.
You understand? That's a button you don't want to start a press just like that. Correct. You know what I mean? So I think there will be some sort of action, but I do not think it is going to be rockets launching and fighter jets flying over. I don't think it's going to be like that. All right? But we wait and see how the development goes. As it relates to the comments of hands off Venezuela, like, who is we? Like, all you don't understand, we're a little dot in the ocean. Or who is we to say that? You know what I mean? Who is we? When they try to contact the Prime Minister, Kamala Prasad on the issue, they didn't get any answer. So if all they wanted neutrality, there it is, no answer. But I believe now, with what's taken place there, now I understand why she made the statements that she made in the earlies in that post-cabinet. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes you might feel people going mad, you know, but then there are things that happen after.
It's a build up,
And then you realize, but wait, but that is why they took this position. So, like I said, leaders talk to leaders, and so it goes. But what leaders talk amongst themselves, they don't necessarily talk to the public. So there are a lot of conversations that take place that we don't know about. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand now why she would have made the statement that she made. And I still think she made the right statement. Because all in all, where's the Venezuelan currency again? It's bees is called it?
Yeah, bees. Yeah.
I ain't hear nobody going to the bank asking for bees, you know. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't hear nobody saying they're going to migrate to Venezuela, you know.
Yeah.
I don't hear nobody talking that talk. So all the talk we just talk about, you know. And if you go into the article and you read what Abdullah say and all kind of things, listen, that is just a pile of nonsense. Yeah. America is the world police, and I held a different view, like when I was younger, right? Back in the days when, with Saddam Hussein and this whole, right? And everything going on in the, I used to hold a different position, but as I grow older and I become mature, I understand. America has to be America.
Yeah.
You understand? And a strong America is best for the world, right? Because they are the world police.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? we might not agree with everything they do. We might not agree with everything they say. But the influence that they have on the world, right? Through many sectors, whether it's the entertainment sector, whatever it is, right? Trade, whatever. But the influence that they have on the rest of the world is second to none. There is no other country on the face of the planet that have that influence. There are countries that have larger populations that don't have that influence that America has, right? And for that reason, because they're such a democratic state, right? And they believe in democracy and fairness and that kind of thing. You know, it's the best police you could have.
Correct.
You understand? And their military is unmatched. So, yeah, you had to. I mean, you had to get them. You had to tip your hat to them, because I'm telling you, when I was in my 20s, I was real anti. You know.
Yeah. The presence is
like
strong.
there's the oppressor, and the this and the that, and I used to think so. And now I come to realize that, you know, you have conflicts that occur globally, and really the only neutralizing factor to any conflict is America. When America gets involved, the whole dynamic does change.
Yeah.
You had to respect that. So I don't think it's going to have a war between Venezuela and the United States of America. I don't think we're going to have a war. Yeah. I don't think anything is going to escalate there. Maybe I'll be wrong. I hope I'm right. And I think anybody watching the program now will say, "Boy, Stefan, I hope you're right."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? because we don't want to be you'll be too close to Venezuela for that, right?
Correct.
But we have to wait and see what develops there. But definitely, I don't think it's going to be along the lines of war. You understand? We're at a time where wars are everybody trying to stop a war. There are negotiations taking place to stop wars. So I don't see why a man who is negotiating to stop a war between Ukraine and Russia is going to send troops to start a war down in. I don't think that's going to happen. And then again, just before I give you some information, and then we go to the break and we get to our guest. If this is happening, I don't believe in coincidence. I think everything is strategic, right? They used to say Russia back in Venezuela. So if anything happened by Venezuela, Russia go back them, right?
Yeah.
Who Trump holding talks with right now? And shaking hand with right now to get peace between them and the Ukraine? Putin.
Correct.
So I have Putin in discussions here preaching peace.
Yeah.
So if things go right, which it looks like it will go right, in negotiating our peace deal here, Venezuela have one less ally. Because if I can negotiate peace here between Russia and Ukraine, right, Putin less likely to run down and back Venezuela in the event that anything happens.
Correct.
So then that just leaves China and Iran.
Yeah. And he had recent talks with China.
And he had recent talks with that's right. So, and well, we know what happened with Iran and the nuclear, right. So they kind of neutralize them for the hour. I tell you, when you see things, you mightn't, sometimes you say, but what's going on this, But then everything, it's had to kind of tie in everything to see the whole picture and how it unfolded now. And you can't be ignorant about it. You just had to
watch.
Put the pieces of the puzzle together kind of way now. You mightn't be 100% accurate, but,
Right.
Anyway, before we go to the break, I want to remind you about Chef Shiraz again. He has the Asian cuisine 3-day cooking class. It is Chinese, North Indian, Manchurian, Hakka, and Thai. And the 3 days are, Chef, tell them now.
We start Saturday 6. And we go for 3 Saturdays. Authentic. We go authentic introduction to Chinese, North Indian, Manchurian, Hakka, and some Thai. We're going to show you, in the Thai, we show you how to make Thai curry from scratch, red Thai curry, green Thai curry. So it's a really, really nice opportunity to explore and experience the different culture and cuisine from its roots as well too.
All right, nice man. Also, I want to remind you about SET while you're aboard. SET has a holistic health clinic, and it's very simple. Stop managing a disease if you have the opportunity to reverse that disease naturally. All right, it's powered by nutritional therapy, and it's drug-free, supplement-free, root cause healing through nutritional therapy. So book your appointment today and rebuild your health from the inside out. You can call or WhatsApp SET on 2793935 or 7611952. All right, with that, we're going to take a break. Our guest is here, so we're going to chat with him when we return. His name is Roger Archibald, and he's the head of Weadka. Stay tuned for that. We'll be back after this.
Saturday, August 30th, 2025. Get ready for the sweet sound of steel pan music as it electrifies New York City. The Weadka present the Panorama 2025 behind the Brooklyn Museum, located at number 200 Eastern Parkway in Brooklyn, New York, with over 8 bands competing for the title of 2025 New York Panorama Champion. This is more than bragging rights. It starts at 7 p.m. This year, you can also catch all the excitement via pay-per-view and immerse yourself with exclusive access for just $9.99 US. That gets you all of this and some. Order now at Carnival.org and reserve your place.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Open Minds Education, Trinidad and Tobago. Hear me now. Click in, level up. School up on your phone, you know.
Learn today, lead tomorrow. We're ready for your growth. Farm 5C6 adult class, take the oath. No traffic, no stress, just log in and post. Open Minds Education, TNT we both.
You want pass exam? Cool, we start that. Replay the lesson till the knowledge lock back. Real teacher with feedback, no copy, no charge.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Leisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Cricket is Caribbean passion, pure energy and pride. That's why Flow is proud to be the official telecommunications partner of the Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders for CPL 2025. Win tickets to TKR home matches or an all-inclusive finals home line when you sign up for the Everything You Need plan. Plus, enjoy 25% off for 6 months. One identity, one beat, one rhythm. Visit discoverflow.co to learn more. Promotion approved by the NLCB.
Welcome to South Point Hotel Barbados, your gateway to a luxury oasis of tranquility, comfort, and impeccable service. Nestled along the popular south coast of Barbados, South Point Hotel is a true haven for those seeking relaxation, rejuvenation, and unforgettable experiences. From the moment you arrive, you'll be enveloped by an ambiance of serenity that effortlessly blends with the stunning flora and fauna surrounding you. The accommodations are spacious, elegant, and thoughtfully designed to ensure maximum comfort. Each room offers a perfect retreat where you can unwind, rejuvenate, and be pampered with the exceptional service of attentive staff. Indulge in the extraordinary at Driftwood, the in-house restaurant, where culinary excellence meets coastal charm. Driftwood's menu is a celebration of fresh, local ingredients, expertly crafted to create a dining experience that will take your palate on a delightful gastronomic journey the Bajan way. Whether you're here to relax by the pool, enjoy a delicious meal, or explore the enchanting beaches nearby, every moment at South Point Hotel is crafted to exceed your expectations. Book your stay today and immerse yourself in the luxury oasis that South Point Hotel offers. Discover a destination where every detail is thoughtfully curated for your enjoyment. South Point Hotel Barbados, creating memories that last a lifetime. For reservations, email them at reservations@southpointhotelbarbados.com or call 1246-424-7744 or check out the website www.southpointbarbados.com.
New York Carnival, aka Weadka, is celebrating 58 years. Join us August the 28th through September the 1st for New York Carnival Week in New York City.
I come from when Brown used to carry it.
With over 20 adult bands, over 30 junior bands, New York Carnival Week is something you cannot miss. The Mecca of Carnival, New York Carnival, kicking off August the 28th through September the 1st. We love New York Carnival. Remember to log on to the website, weadkacarnival.org. Follow us on Instagram at New York Carnival. Experience the Mecca of New York Carnival. The Caribbean melting pot.
Look something to talk about.
August the 28th through September the 1st. Carnival Week in New York City. Join us for Culture Fest concerts, Panorama, and much, much more. New York Carnival, Junior Parade of Bands, and the 58th Annual West Indian Carnival Day Parade on Eastern Parkway. Join us for Viva La Carnival, the celebration.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Cricket is Caribbean passion, pure energy and pride. That's why Flow is proud to be the official telecommunications partner of the Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders for CPL 2025. Win tickets to TKR home matches or an all-inclusive finals home line when you sign up for the Everything You Need plan. Plus, enjoy 25% off for 6 months. One identity, one beat, one rhythm. Visit discoverflow.co to learn more. Promotion approved by the NLCB.
The most powerful young astrologer form India, Master Sainath, will expert in palm reading, face reading, horoscope reading, gives life term protection for all kind of problems, court cases, husband and wife problems, negative energy, teenage issue, business problems, ex-love back, job issue, money problem, love marriage issue, health problem, reach great heights in career, jealousy, black magic, etc., he can be consulted to reunite with loved ones. All religions are welcome. Your visit will be private and confidential. Call now +186-8316-0148. Located in all over Trinidad.
Downers Educational Institute is the top private school in Trinidad and Tobago with 35 years experience and tremendous student success. One of the most trusted education providers in the industry. Downers offers full-time day school classes for forms 1 to 5 and evening classes for primary level standards 2 to 5, secondary level forms 1 to 5, and also classes for adults and repeaters. For CSEC, Downers covers the business subjects and is one of the few private schools that offer the science subjects, physics, chemistry, and biology as well. Online classes are currently being offered in all areas. However, Downers Educational is flexible and will adjust as the situation changes to offer both online and in-person schooling. They also offer affordable pricing and flexible payment plans. Downers Educational, located at number 92 Charlotte Street, Port of Spain. Call 627-9491 or WhatsApp 737-8006 and 471-0477. Visit their website, downerseducationalinstitute.com. Email downersedu@gmail.com or find them on Facebook at Downers Educational Institute. Downers Educational, offering success through quality education.
Welcome to South Point Hotel Barbados, your gateway to a luxury oasis of tranquility, comfort, and impeccable service. Nestled along the popular south coast of Barbados, South Point Hotel is a true haven for those seeking relaxation, rejuvenation, and unforgettable experiences. From the moment you arrive, you'll be enveloped by an ambiance of serenity that effortlessly blends with the stunning flora and fauna surrounding you. The accommodations are spacious, elegant, and thoughtfully designed to ensure maximum comfort. Each room offers a perfect retreat where you can unwind, rejuvenate, and be pampered with the exceptional service of attentive staff. Indulge in the extraordinary at Driftwood, the in-house restaurant where culinary excellence meets coastal charm. Driftwood's menu is a celebration of fresh, local ingredients, expertly crafted to create a dining experience that will take your palate on a delightful gastronomic journey the Bajan way. Whether you're here to relax by the pool, enjoy a delicious meal, or explore the enchanting beaches nearby, every moment at South Point Hotel is crafted to exceed your expectations. Book your stay today and immerse yourself in the luxury oasis that South Point Hotel offers. Discover a destination where every detail is thoughtfully curated for your enjoyment. South Point Hotel Barbados, creating memories that last a lifetime. For reservations, email them at reservations@southpointhotelbarbados.com or call 1246-424-7744 or check out the website www.southpointbarbados.com.
New York Carnival, aka Weadka, is celebrating 58 years. Join us August the 28th through September the 1st for New York Carnival Week in New York City.
I come from when Tommy used to carry it.
With over 20 adult bands, over 30 junior bands, New York Carnival Week is something you cannot miss. The Mecca of Carnival, New York Carnival, kicking off August the 28th through September the 1st. We love New York Carnival. Remember to log on to the website, weadkacarnival.org. Follow us on Instagram at New York Carnival. Experience the Mecca of New York Carnival. The Caribbean melting pot.
Look something to talk about.
August the 28th through September the 1st. Carnival Week in New York City. Join us for Culture Fest concerts, Panorama, and much, much more. New York Carnival, Junior Parade of Bands, and the 58th Annual West Indian Carnival Day Parade on Eastern Parkway. Join us for Viva La Carnival, the celebration.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Cricket is Caribbean passion, pure energy and pride. That's why Flow is proud to be the official telecommunications partner of the Trinidad Night Riders for CPL 2025. Win tickets to TKR home matches or an all-inclusive finals home line when you sign up for the Everything You Need plan. Plus, enjoy 25% off for 6 months. One identity, one beat, one rhythm. Visit discoverflow.co to learn more. Promotion approved by the NLCB.
The most powerful young astrologer form India, Master Sainath, will expert in palm reading, face reading, horoscope reading, gives life-term protection for all kind of problems, court cases, husband and wife problems, negative energy, teenage issue, business problems, ex-love back, job issue, money problem, love marriage issue, health problem, reach great heights in career, jealousy, black magic, etc. He can be consulted to reunite with loved ones. All religions are welcome. Your visit will be private and confidential. Call now +186-8316-0148. Located in all over Trinidad.
Downers Educational Institute is the top private school in Trinidad and Tobago with 35 years experience and tremendous student success. One of the most trusted education providers in the industry. Downers offers full-time day school classes for forms 1 to 5 and evening classes for primary level standards 2 to 5, secondary level forms 1 to 5 and also classes for adults and repeaters. For CSEC, Downers covers the business subjects and is one of the few private schools that offer the science subjects, physics, chemistry and biology as well. Online classes are currently being offered in all areas. However, Downers Educational is flexible and will adjust as the situation changes to offer both online and in-person schooling. They also offer affordable pricing and flexible payment plans. Downers Educational, located at number 92 Charlotte Street, Port of Spain. Call 627-9491 or WhatsApp 737-8006 and 471-0477. Visit their website, downerseducationalinstitute.com. Email downersedu@gmail.com or find them on Facebook at Downers Educational Institute. Downers Educational, offering success through quality education.
All right, people, so we are 24 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock this morning, and we have the president of Weadka with us, Mr. Roger Archibald, and he is here. I don't know what he's doing in Trinidad and Tobago because New York City having the big Labor Day celebrations coming up next weekend. So I don't know what he's doing in Trinidad because I would have think he'd be in New York, handling, busy like I be handling things, but he's here in Trinidad and Tobago, so we have him on this morning. Also via Zoom, we have Trisha Guy, who is also with us as well. So we want to say good morning to Roger and welcome him back to Trinidad and Tobago. He was here during Carnival, and we're going to find out, like, I don't know what the visit is about, but I know we will be in New York City from the 28th of August to the 2nd of September, and we're going to bring you the action as it unfolds there during the New York City Labor Day celebrations, including Panorama, which is where the discussion will be this morning. It's going to be a pay-per-view event, and we're going to talk a lot about pan and the influence and the impact that the steel pan has had outside of Trinidad and Tobago, and the work that Weadka has done, in New York City, because their panorama, from my understanding, is the biggest panorama after Trinidad and Tobago. I did not even know they had the full 100-player complement of players in their panorama, because I've seen other panoramas like in other parts of the other carnivals that I've been to, but it's been on a smaller scale, like 30 players, 35 players, things like that. 100 players, that is full, that is maximum. You can't max it out more than that. So we say good morning to Roger. Roger, good morning to you, man.
Good morning to you, Stefan. It's a pleasure to be back.
Nice, man.
I enjoyed being here for Carnival.
Nice.
And I'm happy to be here again. And you made a comment that deserves commenting on. Wow, your Carnival is about a week away. What are you doing here in TNT?
What you doing in Trinidad? What you doing here? So why? How come here?
Well, I'm here for two reasons. You
yes.
know? My day job, I like to refer to, is that I'm a civil rights attorney, And
Okay.
I have cases that I have both in New York City as well as in the Caribbean. I'm licensed to practice in New York as well as here in the Caribbean. So most times when I'm here, I'm handling matters on behalf of clients.
Okay.
Right, so I'm here handling a matter on behalf of a client, and I'm also doing Weadka's work. And for those of you who don't know, Weadka stands for the West Indian American Day Carnival Association, and we are the organization in New York that puts on the extravaganza on Labor Day. And it's a full-blown carnival, and we have in excess of some years 2.5 million, 3 million, 3.5 million. It's the largest carnival in the world.
Yeah.
Not in America.
Yeah,
in
the world. Yeah, we can't
The-
dispute that.
Right, the largest carnival.
2, 3, 4 million people
Exactly,
in the
right? So we have the honor of putting that on. And when I say we, it's really a we because we have, you know, an organization built only on volunteers. Nobody is salaried. It's all volunteers. From our board chair to myself, the president, everybody else in the administration, vice president, second vice president, treasurer, secretary, we're all volunteers. Board of directors, all volunteers. So some people say, well, why is it that you people put on all this work, spend all this time for no compensation? The answer to that is easy. We love our culture.
Nice, man.
Right, we love our culture. And if we are not the ones to propagate our culture, do we expect others to do it for us?
That's right. Yeah, nobody's
so
gonna do it
we
for you.
have to do it. And we guard that jealously, right? And we make sure that we educate as well as entertain. Because entertainment without education, to me, is a waste of energy. So in the celebration of Carnival, in the celebration of Panorama, we make sure that everyone in our audience understands the origin of Carnival. And the origin of Carnival, as we all know, is an expression of freedom.
That's right.
Of revolt, right? From slavery. Because Carnival started, as you know, as slaves or former slaves mimicking their slave masters at the end of the harvests, right? Before, when slavery was still, you know, the law of the land, only the slave masters were permitted to have these elaborate celebrations, these masquerade balls. And from masquerade, we get mass, right? Shortened version. And we play mass. And when we play mass, we're telling everybody that we are now free to express ourselves. And what we did was we started mimicking them.
Correct.
Right? So it was a parody on what they were doing, and we're showing that we could do it too.
That's right. Yeah.
And then now, the steel pan, as we know, didn't come along until the 1930s, because Carnival started in the 18 and 1700s, while steel pan was invented, so to speak, in the 1930s. And the steel pan is actually a discarded steel oil drum.
That's right.
That creative natives of Trinidad and Tobago use that as their first expression of, you know, let me make some noise. Let me let them know that we're free. Let me let them know that we could be creative. And over the years, the pan has been cultivated. Now, back then, they just had one pan making one sound. Today, we have several different pans.
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
Orchestra.
Right?
An
And we
entire
have
orchestra.
a full orchestra of like 100 people. And in so doing, you know, we have innovated to the point that we could have a longer or shorter skirt on the pan to determine the sound that will come out of the pan.
Right.
And then we have players we call panists. They specialize whether it's a single tenor, double tenor, a guitar, right? A second guitar. Some people playing 2 and 3 guitars. And
Right.
the beauty of that is it's spreading out the notes over a wide variety of sound quality to give a true orchestra sound. And that's why you guys have very creative arrangers. As a matter of fact, we hire some of your arrangers, right, for our panorama so that we could be sure we are on the cutting edge of what being a panist is all about.
That's right. Well, a steel band basically, with all the instruments, is treble, mids, and bass. All right. So you have your frontline pan, then you have the middle pan, which is the cellos,
Right.
the guitars, so on and so forth.
Right.
The double seconds and whatever. You have your tenor pan and your double tenors, and then you have your bass line.
Right.
So it's basically treble, mids, and bass. So the guitar pans that you mentioned, well, the two pan is called the cello, and then you have the three pan, which is the guitar. That gives you the melody, right? You get the melody there. I was talking to some school children just last week, Friday. We had some kids on from different schools, and they're having this pan competition, this pan clash by QRC. And I was telling them, you know, in all years I play pan, I play tenor pan, but I always marvel over the bass players, because the bass players is the ones that do all the runs and get up and stand up, and they're real animated, you know what I mean? They are real style, you know. And I always marvel over the bass players, but I never went to learn to play a bass. But back to what you're saying, it's such a brilliant invention, and it's been marveled by persons. Not just sometime in Trinidad and Tobago, I think we take for granted the magnitude of that invention that is the steel pan. And when you look outside of Trinidad and Tobago, and I go to Antigua and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and you go to Miami, and I come into New York first time now, and other parts of the world, and you look at how, even when you're down here in our panorama, you look at the demographic, that is the different demographics that are coming in to play pan that you see on the stage. It has in Asia, particularly Japan, pan is huge, it's massive. They marvel over this instrument, and this is the Japanese. These are the Asians who are known for inventing all kind of things and technology and whatever, and they marvel over this, what's supposed to be this simple, you understand?
I understand.
This simple musical invention. But you were mentioning to me last night in a conversation, I think people need to hear this, that the steel pan is also featured in Carnegie Hall.
Absolutely.
And Carnegie Hall is a hall that I've been hearing about since I small, as the place that you want to, you know, for performing. Carnegie Hall.
Like Carnegie Hall is the zenith of performance halls. If you are a performance artist, your dream is to perform at Carnegie Hall, okay? And the audiences at Carnegie Hall is primarily European in nature, Caucasians. And
so this in Caribbean people coming to sit down in Carnegie Hall?
Not primarily, no.
Carnegie
They may
Hall.
have one or two in the audience, but the primary audience is a European audience, a Caucasian audience. And they appreciate our invention. They appreciate our music.
Right.
And they marvel at it because they still don't understand it. They don't understand how this piece of steel could be tuned to the point that you can get flats, you can get sharps on it, you can get mid-range on it, like on any other European invented musical instrument.
Right.
And this is our musical instrument, invented by us.
Right.
Right? But embraced the world over. And in the conversation we were having yesterday, we were talking about, well, you know, sometimes it takes someone outside of our community to help us appreciate what we have within our community.
Within the community,
right?
yeah.
And today, pan is heard around the globe and played around the globe. And one of the reasons why I'm here on your program today is to promote Weadka's Carnival, which comes up next weekend, but in particular, our Panorama competition that is only second to yours, and rightfully so, right? You are the creator, the inventor. This is the motherland of steel band, so you better be the number one panorama in the world.
We gotta be the number one.
Right? So we pattern our carnival and our panorama after what happens here in Trinidad and Tobago. And our competition features at least 8 steel orchestras. And I say orchestras because I want your audience to understand that when we use the word orchestra, we're referring to a minimum of 100 players, right? Not a 20-player band, not a 30-player band, hundreds.
Yeah.
playing across the different skirts of pan.
Right.
Right? From single tenor, double tenor, cello, guitar, bass, everything.
Yeah.
And of course a rhythm section
And
as
your
well.
rhythm section, yeah.
Right?
Full
right.
band.
Full band. And it involves musical arrangements by professional arrangers, some of whom we import from Trinidad and Tobago.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. To make sure the quality of what we're doing is at that level. This year, just as we did last year, we are live streaming it, right? Which means folks anywhere in the world could tune in.
Okay.
Last year, we gave it complimentary so folks could get a true taste of what it is we're doing. This year is a pay-per-view event. For only $9.99 United States dollars, you can have the entire program that will run for approximately 4 hours. You could tune in, tune out, tune in, tune out, anything you want. And it's something that we believe is necessary because in the countries that appreciate pan, there's some talk that folks are trying to take away from Trinidad and Tobago what we invented and claiming, well, maybe it wasn't Trinidad and Tobago when pan was invented, right? But we're pushing back on that and making sure that it's clear and it's unequivocal. So for example, in New York, we would have the celebration of World Pan Day, which was August the 11th.
Yes,
Right?
11th of August.
11th of August.
All Stars was at Times Square.
Right.
Yeah, that was a big thing. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
And we got to thank, the Consul General, Mr. LeBeau, that he was instrumental in getting that started in Times Square. Times Square is the epicenter of the world. Everything happens in Times Square, right? And here you have, in the middle of Times Square, pan.
Yep.
And folks who are just, Times Square's 24/7, right? It's open all the time. People are there all the time. And here we are in the middle of Times Square on an afternoon, a Sunday afternoon in the summertime, these Caribbean people playing something that nobody's walking around saying, but what is that?
Yeah.
So we had an equal amount of Caribbeans and people who understand and appreciate pan, as we had onlookers who were so curious and captivated by this instrument and they couldn't understand it. They couldn't understand it and they marveled at it. And this is the third year in a row that we're having the celebration of World Pan Day in Times Square.
In Times Square.
In Times Square. Truly amazing opportunity to expose now your national instrument.
Yes, that's right.
Your national instrument.
Well, I mean, we always knew it was the national instrument, but it was officially made the national instrument, which I think is an excellent thing because we really had to set the pace. I have heard people say pan from Jamaica. I have heard people claim that pan was invented in Barbados. I have heard it all. Right. I have heard that, there are many places that steel pan has been created and you have to correct people, when they make these statements. But I think part of the reason that those misconceptions happen is that we have never really put ourselves in front from a promotional standpoint globally, letting the world know that, hey, this is Trinidad and Tobago, this is our instrument. And I think with Carnival being so influential over the last decade or so, because really and truly over the last decade it has grown and grown and grown into, with the exception of the little pandemic years there, but it was always growing. And now you have so many carnivals all over the world.
Correct.
That once you say carnival, you can't say carnival without steel pan.
Exactly.
Right? So anywhere you have a carnival, steel pan there is some form of representation of the steel pan there.
Correct.
Which gives us the opportunity now to showcase it and promote it as the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago. Back in the day, in the earlies, we may not have had those opportunities because, well, we didn't have social media, we didn't have,
Correct.
the world was a big place.
Yes.
Now the world is a smaller place now. We have communication, even look, Trisha is on Zoom here, and Trisha is joining us via Zoom. So this just shows you how small the world is. That you know what I mean? We could talk to Roger in studio, and we have Trisha on Zoom, and Trisha is involved in the Panorama. And as we have her here, Trisha, anything you want to let us know about the Panorama? Because Roger was now talking about the pay-per-view, the cost. It's going to be about 4 hours. In terms of the competition itself, any information you want to give us?
Yes, we have 8 bands coming in. Roger mentioned that we have a minimum of 100 players, but I want to correct that. We had to put a cap on the amount of players at a maximum of 100 because some of these bands do get participants above that number, and unfortunately, if you can't make, you will eventually get cut because we have to keep it at that standard. But I also want to speak to the fact that as much as, you know, the Pan is getting the exposure worldwide and so forth, I'm a Pan player myself, and as most Pan players will let you know, the financial cost to bring out a band is one that is, it's difficult. People love the instrument, but a lot of financiers don't understand the financial benefit behind it. And with our Panorama, we have the same arguments as they have in Trinidad, where they want the appearance fee and the prize monies to raise. So with us doing this pay-per-view, it's not only an opportunity for us to bring in more resources, but it's also a chance to showcase to stakeholders the value that this instrument brings, the amount of support that we have behind it, and that we can produce revenue to make it more, to make it a wise investment, a sound investment, a return on investment to these stakeholders, for us to be able to better support and promote the instruments that it could grow. We have 10 active steel bands that could participate in New York Panorama. And this year we only have 8 participating because 2 of the bands were unable to find yards and unable to raise the funds necessary to come to Panorama. And this is something that we want people to understand. And as much as you love and you support it, you know, going to a pan yard is free entertainment. You're there all night, liming, drinking, and getting entertained by these players, and they're getting nothing but the joy of your presence in return. So we'd like people to come out and support this stream. Put that positivity back behind it. You know, you guys mentioned Carnegie Hall. People spend upwards of $500 and $1,000 to attend concerts in Carnegie Hall, but when it comes to our beautiful instrument that's playing a range of musical compositions, we don't tend to give it that same grace, and that is something that I'd like to see happen in greater detail.
No, I think they should be paying to see it, because when an orchestra, when a steel pan orchestra starts and any kind of music, it's any kind of music. I mean, I always talk about the Iron Park. The Iron Park here that takes place during Carnival is something to go to if you're here for Carnival. Go get a ticket and trust me, go to the Iron Park. All right, that happens on the whole weekend with soca and that kind of thing, right? But the Iron Park is like it's a different vibes in terms of steel pan. It's a kind of clash, but the bands play different types of music. And they even have a hype man, like our DJ does have a hype man, right? But it is executed like flawlessly to perfection. Is a real different vibration. If you want to get a little idea as to the different things that happen with pan in Trinidad and Tobago, and you know all the different types of shows that take place with it, featuring it, the Iron Park is a beautiful thing to attend. Now, you mentioned to me as well, Roger, in a conversation that you could go and study this and get a degree now?
Absolutely.
Right.
You could, and before I get into that, I think I need to speak a little bit more about Weadka and what we do. Some individuals are of the view that Weadka is just a carnival organization. We put on the carnival and the panorama. That is true. That's what we do, but that's not all that we do.
Okay.
Right? We are a not-for-profit, community-based organization that operates year round, right? So for example, we teach in elementary school, middle school, and high school, children how to play the steel pan, right? If you want to get a degree in steel pan music arrangement, you could then go on to a university and do that, right? That wasn't possible 30, 40 years ago.
Exactly.
Right, but it's possible today. And Weadka is in part responsible for that. What Weadka also does, we have seniors. So we take care of our seniors. We do yoga, we do poetry, we do dance, artwork with the seniors. We have people who are less fortunate and maybe fallen on their, it's a bad stretch or a bad patch that they're going through. So we have feeding sessions where we would feed the hungry during Thanksgiving, which is a major, major holiday in the States.
Yeah, November.
Right? In November, we give away turkeys because that is the staple protein that's eaten during that season.
That time,
So we give that away. For the holiday season, we have toy drives that we bring in. Last year, we had about 750 children that we gave toys to, right? And some kids left with 2 and 3 toys because they said, well, can I have one for my brother or my sister that's at home? And we said, sure, we do all of that.
That's good looking out, though.
Right. When it comes to educating people about, the culture, Moko Jambi, they call it stills, or Moko Jambi in the state. We train them and teach them how to do that. We expose the United States in general, but New York in particular, to the richness of Caribbean culture, right? Because if we are not doing it, who else is going to do it? We can't expect someone from outside of our community to educate us about what is endemic to our community.
Correct.
So that's what we do all year round, and we interface with the legislature as well, so they can push for certain laws and initiatives that's beneficial to people of Caribbean ancestry.
Nice.
So all year round, we are involved in the community, and yes, our signature events occur the last week of August into September.
Yep.
But just wanted to make sure that everyone understands that although Carnival is in the name of our organization, that's not all that we do.
That's right.
Right? We do so much more. But I want to posit this with you and your audience. For example, the French, if you want to call sparkling wine champagne, it must be made in the Champagne region of France. If it wasn't made there, you cannot call it champagne.
Right.
You could call it sparkling wine, but not champagne.
But not champagne. Yes,
right.
Correct, yeah.
Same thing. In Jamaica, they are known for their Blue Mountain coffee. It's some of the best coffee in the world. In order to call it Blue Mountain coffee, there's got to be coffee that's grown in the Blue Mountain region of Jamaica.
Right.
No place else in the world could call it Blue Mountain legitimately unless that's where it came from. We invented the pan. It's our instrument. Could we do something here in TNT where the only way you could call an instrument a steel pan, that it was made in Trinidad?
In Trinidad and Tobago.
Have a stamp of Trinidad and Tobago that this is the motherland, this is the birthplace of it. It can't be called a steel pan if you made it in Brooklyn, New York. Right?
All right.
That all pan must be, made here and shipped around the world. Think of the economic activity that is going to create.
Wow.
Similar to the Blue Mountain coffee or champagne. I'm just putting that out there. I'm not trying to create any waves, but it's something to think about.
But I think that's a terrific idea, and I think it should have been that way 20 years ago. If we were, if Trinidad and Tobago was really pushing, promoting the steel pan the way that we should have, and claiming it as our own and putting it out there to the world, if we were marketing it the right way 20 years ago, but I don't want to dwell on the mistakes that we make in the past, but we had to recognize it so that we know how to fix the future, right? I think if that was done 20 years ago, it should have been like that, but it's not too late. I think it still can happen like that, where Trinidad and Tobago can be the ultimate producer pan to the world, because now we have to look and see, because 20 years ago or 25 years ago, it may not have been known, or the level of carnivals throughout the world now would not have been where it is back then. It wouldn't be where it is now. So now there is a larger market and a larger demand for it. So with that larger market and that larger demand, now we could say, okay, we need to structure this thing in a way that benefits Trinidad and Tobago. We need to make this a foreign exchange earner, right? I know one of my closest brethren, Fessa were going on show in Pier. One of the people who teach me how to play tenor pan, he just tune pan all over the world. Fessa here in Trinidad, we go for 2 weeks, and then for 6 months, he missing because he out in France. Tuning pan for a band. That's what he do. Making pan and thing and tuning it and thing for a band. So this is what and he travels. So he alone is just an example of the opportunities that exist.
Correct.
And you were talking about that too on the phone with me last night, and I'm sure Trisha could join the conversation on that too, in terms of the steel pan now being a career.
Correct.
You are not, you see, in Trinidad and Tobago, you're a pan man or you're a panist, right? You come from the pan yard, right? But outside of Trinidad and Tobago, you can be a musician. You see, we don't call a pan man a musician, you know. We just say as a pan man. He's play a pan, it's a panist. But really, actually, he's a musician.
Correct.
So once you are under the umbrella of and recognized as a musician, now it's a career.
Correct.
And it's not just a side gig, right? It is not a steel pan, it's a musical instrument. You understand what I'm saying? So now you get paid as a musician, and now you could earn $1. And you were telling me, you go ahead, talk it, because you're telling me that now you could. I mean, you couldn't do this as a pan man.
Yes.
In Trinidad and Tobago, I remember I play for Panorama, I get $200. $200. That's one of the reasons why I stopped playing pan. Yeah, $200. That's what we used to get back in the day. And I tell my father, I said, Daddy, I love pan, you know, but love don't pay the bills.
Indeed.
You understand what I mean?
But I would be remiss if I didn't properly introduce my friend and colleague, Trisha Guy.
Yes.
Trisha is the chairperson of our PAN committee.
Nice.
In Weadka, we have different committees that's responsible for different aspects of putting on our carnival. And Trisha has been that person for many, many years.
Nice.
And a pan player, panist herself. This year, one of the things that I think I heard her mention was, well, you know, the appreciation for the costs that's involved in putting on or bringing forth a pan orchestra to Panorama, and why all 10 of the possible bands that we have couldn't come out as a result of finances.
Yeah.
And this year, we're trying to, you know, level the playing field by generating a pay-per-view opportunity, so there would be funding that could be evenly distributed amongst the PAN community, the different PAN groups that are out there, so that everyone would have an opportunity to participate. Because at the end of the day, the content that we're putting forth is the content based on the labor, the energy, the innovation of the PAN community. So we refer to the PAN community as our stakeholders, because without them, there is no Panorama.
Right.
Without Panorama, there is no Weadka, in the sense of that is our signature event that we put forth.
Right.
We produce it from beginning to end. So we are inextricably linked with the PAN community. And I just want everyone on this broadcast to understand the importance that the PAN community plays in putting forth our musical instrument at Panorama, and the level of, you know, virtuoso that's involved in that, you know. And I've been to many of the pan yards, and the virtuosos that I have seen and been most impressed by are the youth.
Right.
We have 10, 11, 12-year-olds playing double and single tenor as good as any adult.
Right.
And these are kids that were born in New York,
Right.
some of Caribbean parents, not all of Caribbean parents.
Okay.
Just loving our instrument. And maybe I could have Trisha, elaborate on that because
Yep.
she is a member of the PAN community and very passionate about it. So, Trisha, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I think the opportunity is here for you to let us know more. And, sometimes they say somebody have to get their roses, so to speak. And, I want handing a bouquet to you right now, Trish, because you are deserving of same.
I could tell you my history. I'm the child of parents who migrated to America. And, when my mom came here, keeping her circle tight, she stuck with who she knew. She hung out with other Trinidadians. And a friend of hers told her that there was a band full of youths. I asked her, actually, I wanted to play Pan. Phase 2 came up in 1988. I believe that they won Panorama. And the practice back then was that the winning band used to come to the New York on tour. And we followed them everywhere. And I asked her to play. And she said, no, that is not for little girls. That is for big men. And it wasn't something she was into until she heard about there was a group of kids, CASM, Caribbean American Sports and Cultural Youth Movement, Mr. William Jones, may he rest in peace. We were the only band entering New York Panorama with children between the ages of 5 to 21. And we held our own. We won a couple of titles. The band is no more. We didn't survive COVID. But when you come into the Pan Yards in New York, there really are more children than there are adults. And these are children of immigrants. These are American children that has taken this culture and made it their own. They are the reason why Pan in New York continues to exist, because they have a love and a joy. And it's not just Trinidadian children anymore. We have American children, people from all over the Caribbean, St. Vincent. Let me not forget to mention Grenada with what's going on with Young Brother, but Jamaicans, Panamanians, American children. We mentioned Japanese kids. We are making up this making up the community, and we are continuing to push through despite the fight down. Mr. Archibald is saying that he's in Trinidad right now to do some work, but we know he really went to be a part of the Pan and Powder. We don't have those luxuries up here. We really only get to enjoy Pan on a large scale like this outside after hours during this Labor Day season. And blood, sweat, and tears for the year. Everything comes down to this one moment, and we make it happen. We fundraise. We create our own resources. We come out of our own pockets to give you all the amazing show that is the second best panorama in the world.
Beautiful. Yes. We have about 2 minutes left. So in the 2 minutes that we have, before we wrap up, we have this. I mean, listen, it's the first time I'm going to New York City. First time I'm going to be experiencing the New York Carnival. Yes. And I have to say, I'm very excited. I mean, we're all excited because for those who have been there already, but for me, who being there for the first time, very, very excited. I am particularly interested in really taking in the panorama, as most of you should be. For those of you who watch this program throughout the Caribbean and other parts of the world, because Breaking Dawn is viewed not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but we are viewed throughout the islands. And we're also viewed in other parts of the world, all through Europe, the UK, you name it, we there. All right. This is going to be the premier event for the weekend. It will be a pay-per-view. It's going to be streamed for everybody to see it, to hear it. The beauty of the national instrument, and it's going to be at a very, very, very affordable rate. Okay. Because it was what you said it was $9.99. $9.99, and this is going to be a 4-hour production. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to. I'm very sure Dane Gulson will be up there. I know Dane Gulson will be there. I know I go and see it. I know I tell you there. I go and see it. But nevertheless, but Dane, to his credit, yes, has been an ambassador.
That's the word.
He has been an ambassador. I don't know if he's an official ambassador. Oh, all right, nice. I don't know. They should make him an official ambassador, because what he has been doing I saw him in Miami Carnival as well. He won the Panorama there.
Yeah.
So he's also arranging for bands, right? He's still with All Stars doing his thing here locally, but he has been traveling and really, really pushing and promoting. Joshua Regrello, who stood and played pan for that world record breaking time just recently, not too long ago. That and all, you know, we have certain individuals within Trinidad and Tobago that has been really coming up with different ways and traveling the world and doing things to promote the national instrument and really say, look, this is Trinidad and Tobago. You know what I mean? And I think we in Trinidad and Tobago, and this is no knock on our people, but I must say it plain as day. We need to have a little more passion as well in what is ours. Because when you do not, when you don't claim what is yours and you don't have a passion for it, you tend to lose it. You understand what I'm saying? You tend to lose it. And it's only when you lose it, you just miss it. You ever hear that saying? You ain't gonna miss me until I'm gone? Right. So we need to really put on our feet and say, listen, this is ours. Panorama final night supposed to be, Savannah supposed to be rammed out, packed out to capacity. You understand? Because this is the home of the national instrument. This is where it was created. This is where it was born. And I make this statement without any fear of contradiction. We have the best pan players in the world. You understand? We have the most skillful panists in the world. I know I'm telling all you. Right? And we have, when it comes to arrangement, I'm telling you, from Bugsy Sharp to Duvon Stewart, you name them.
Can I name drop for a moment? Let me name drop for a moment. You want to talk about some of the best arrangers? Mr. BJ Marcel, he is arranging for winning band this year, Exodus. He will be arranging for one of our bands in New York. We have Dr. K. Williams, Mark Brooks, Odie Franklin. They teamed up to arrange for Skiffle a couple of years. I believe they got Skiffle into second place, if I'm not mistaken. We also have Mr. Andre White. He's very big Trinidad, England as well. So the names are there, players are there. It's the same people that you know, the talent, the skill, unmatched. A lot of our players, we come to Trinidad to participate in Trinidad Panorama. We bring up players from Trinidad to participate in our Panorama. These are the best of the best, putting on a show that can level with Trinidad's Panorama. Some of them I mentioned, Dr. Kendall Williams, Mark Brooks and Odie Franklin, they participated in the International Panorama some years ago. I believe they positioned 4th with that one. So we're coming with a performance, a night of entertainment that you will not regret. Tune in to our live stream if you are unable to take it on the ground. Like they said, from your yard, from your house, take it in, enjoy it. Panorama is it.
Nice. And I am very excited. You sell me the girl. I'm telling you, no, Trisha, you sell it to me. All right? You sell me already. I feel like I could jump on a plane now. I'm coming back with Roger. All right? The synergy team will meet me up there. I think I'll leave it early. I'm ready to go. I'm telling you. We have a QR code. Just put back up the QR code there for me, Chris, real quick. Right, so you can scan the QR code. All right? And to catch the New York Carnival online.
And the Panorama.
To register for the Panorama, for the pay-per-view. So you can scan the QR code and register now. It's $9.99. All right? Nice. So scan it. It's on the screen. Roger, in closing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I would invite everyone to also go to Weadka's website, where you would see our entire lineup for the Labor Day weekend. And that's weadkacarnival.org. And Weadka is WIADCA carnival.org. You'd get everything. You'd learn any and everything about the organization, our history, our founders, the things that we do year round. And of course, you would get everything to do with our carnival lineup starting Thursday, the 28th, behind the Brooklyn Museum. Thursday night is our dance hall night. And some people say, but wait a minute, carnival dance hall? Yes, because in the United States, we are a Caribbean organization. We're not a Trinidadian organization.
Right.
So we have to embrace all of the musical
yeah.
expressions and genres of the Caribbean and make sure that we operate as a unified front as opposed to singularly. And that's why we went from 200,000 to 2 million to 3 million, because we embrace the Caribbean. Then Friday night, if you love Kess, that's the place to be behind the museum. We have Kess and we have Bungie and a whole bunch of others for Friday night. Okay, if you don't have a ticket, you better go and get, because they almost sell out right now. Then of course, Saturday night, our signature event is our Panorama. Yes, if you could be there in person, we'd love to have you. But if you have to be at home, no problem. Live stream, right? You'll have a front row seat to Panorama, unlike anything you've ever seen. Sunday, we have a rum and soca fest that starts early. It starts like 4 o'clock and go until midnight. If you want to come out and, you know, show yourself how nice you're looking and enjoy being in a mature, comfortable atmosphere where the vibes is strictly Caribbean, we call it kind of like a grown and sexy kind of thing going on. If that's what you want, if that's what you enjoy, come out and enjoy the spectacle that we're going to have. Then Saturday, I forget to tell you, we also have a youth fest, a kiddies. We don't call it kiddies carnival, we call it junior carnival.
Okay.
Right? And you could have up to 10,000 children being a part of this. And the majority of those children was not born in the Caribbean. They were born in New York and other parts of the United States. Participating. And their parents chipping along in the back.
All right,
brilliant. As a chaperone. That's what happens on Saturday. Right? And then in the evening is Panorama. And then of course we have Monday, the carnival that kicks off at about 10 until 6 p.m. I believe this year we have about 30 or so bands that's going to be participating, costume bands showing the pageantry of the Caribbean. And I'm stressing the Caribbean because not every band is from Trinidad. Right?
Yeah.
Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Vincent. Of course, TNT. There are some bands coming in from as far as Canada that they want to be a part of what we do, and we embrace it. Once you're willing to abide by the rules and regs,
you're good.
You're good to go. Right? And that spectacle goes on, and it's being broadcast by a local network, PIX, and live stream by WABC television, and the hundreds of thousands and millions of people who are going to be taking pictures and uploading to social media platforms around the world.
That's right.
Telling you this is New York Carnival, look what you're missing. Right? That's what we are about, and this year is going to be one of the best that we've had probably in the past 20 or so years.
All right,
and we welcome everyone who are able to come, and if not, go on the live stream, see what we're doing, and see how much fun it is to be a part of New York Carnival.
Brilliant. So I tell you what, people, be ready to go. Chef will be hosting from Monday. I am going back with Roger. Understand? Chris Handlock, we're going to be perfect. All right, so Chef will be hosting Breaking Dawn from Monday. And I gone. All right, so people, remember, we want to thank Trisha, of course, for joining us this morning as well. And we want to thank Roger and both of you guys for all of the information. We're ready to go, we're primed to go. And people, get in on the Panorama. Like Roger said, go to weadka.org.
weadkacarnival.org.
Right, weadkacarnival.org. You will get all the information there. So please visit the site and get all the information. And we're going to bring you everything as it relates to the weekend of the 29th to the 1st.
The 1st, yes.
That's right, the 29th to the 1st. We're touching on the 28th, and then we're coming back on the 2nd. But the 29th, the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, and the Monday, we're going to have it for you right here on Synergy TV. I want to thank you guys for joining us. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up this morning. Stay tuned. A little more Breaking Dawn for you. Yeah. Chef, you're gone? Chef like he gone to get ready for Monday morning, boy.
On Saturday, August 30th, 2025, get ready for the sweet sound of steel pan music as it electrifies New York City. The Weadka present the Panorama 2025 behind the Brooklyn Museum, located at number 200 Eastern Parkway in Brooklyn, New York, with over 8 bands. competing for the title of 2025 New York Panorama Champion. This is more than bragging rights. It starts at 7 p.m. This year, you can also catch all the excitement via pay-per-view and immerse yourself with exclusive access for just $9.99 US. That gets you all of this and some. Order now at weadka.carnival.org and reserve your place.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Leisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Ready to unlock your potential? Welcome to Open Minds Education from preschool to high school. We bring expert tutoring right to your home 100%, with a stunning 450% growth in enrollment. We're transforming education with real results that open minds. It's more than grades, we're building future leaders with academic and life skills. Don't wait. Call or WhatsApp 388-6635 or register now at www.openminds.education.com.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet Rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God, preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.
Open Minds Education, Trinidad and Tobago. Hear me now. Click in, level up. School up on your phone, you know.
Learn today, lead tomorrow. We're ready for your growth. Farm 5C6 adult class, take the oath. No traffic, no stress, just log in and post. Open Minds Education, TNT we both.
You want pass exam? Cool, we sort that. Replay the lesson till the knowledge lock back. Real teacher with feedback, no copy, no chat.
All right, people. I'm now getting my breakfast. Chef and I have guests on. You want to finish our breakfast by 6:30. I got to eat during the first break. You got to reach at like 5:30 and start. Yeah.
If I reach at 5:30, I just swing by and pick you up and bring you with me. You know?
Oh, good. Nah, don't worry. I'll take it cool. I'll take it cool. But I got a good breakfast this morning. High protein.
High protein.
Egg, steak, I see you put some what? Pimentos, sweet peppers?
Some pimentos, some sweet pepper, bell peppers, onions. And we have some nice cheddar cheese.
Some cheddar cheese to the top.
Grated on top of that as well too. Yeah,
And just for wickedness sake, well, you see your boy slimming down. Because I go in New York, I want to eat pizza, right? So on a little diet and whatever. Chef decides today's cheat day. You can't zoom in on this large piece of cake Chef bring for me.
The man
I want them to see the size of this piece of cake. I can bring a little piece of cake.
The man requested
Look what Chef bring
cake.
for me.
The man requested birthday cake, so.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Right on the table?
Yeah, right on the table.
All about the size of cake Chef bring for me. That is why when people say, is Chef Shiraz have you looking so? I don't ever deny it. What about?
Man say you want piece of birthday cake.
Go zoom in on that cake.
So this birthday cake will last from today until next week before you go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that. Rotate it, man. Like, you didn't say you want me lost my bet with Obi? I feel he working for Obi, you know. He had to be working for Obi. Remember last year, Obi and I make a bet that we go drop X amount of weight and whatever before the end of 2025. I only have a few months left, you know, Chef. And you trying to sabotage me. Look at this.
Today's cheat day, man. Today's Friday cheat day. Don't worry yourself, man.
That is unacceptable. This is, look at the size of that. What's wrong with you? I know we go in America and everything bigger in America, everything is here more, but we're going to make American slice of cake.
And listen, this cake, I must say thanks. This was given to a group of friends or colleagues on Wednesday for my birthday. They totally surprised me.
Yeah.
And this cake actually is about this high, yeah?
Oh, that's why the slice so big?
Yeah, this cake is about this high.
Hey, you see me? Let me just give my birthdays, please. Let me just do the birthdays quickly. And we wrap up, because we're already 18 minutes past 8. I went a little long with Roger there, but good information. And, you know, we're promoting the New York Carnival and that kind of thing, so I needed a little extra time with him. I want to remind people as well, do not forget that on the calendar of events that we have at Synergy TV, we have, of course, the New York Carnival coming up next weekend, which we're going to bring to you. We also getting ready for, well, of course, we will be, I believe, in Miami as well for Miami Carnival. I'm waiting on confirmation of that, but I think that was one of the things that's like the end of the year bang with the Miami Carnival in terms of the world tour. And then we're preparing for 2 events in December. 5 minutes? 5 it is, yeah. We're preparing for 2 events in December. The first of which will be on the 6th of December, and is the Gospel Choir event. The Trinidad and Tobago Council of Evangelical Churches in collaboration with Mr. William Monroe. It's Trinidad and Tobago's first Gospel Choir event, Divine Harmonies, all right? You can sing and win a grand prize of $100,000, $100,000 grand prize, all right? And this will take place at the Queen's Park, Savannah from 5 p.m. on Saturday, the 6th of December. So we're getting ready for that. We also getting ready the week after for the viewers of Breaking Dawn. We're getting ready for the Breaking Dawn Christmas party, Winter Wonderland. Chef Shiraz will be there. Well, food on sale.
Yeah.
Food will be on sale, but there's a premium drinks inclusive as it was last year. Tickets will start at $400. Premium drinks inclusive. We have a live band that I'm working on So this year it's going to be DJ, but we have the DJ as well. But we also have live band entertainment as well. We are going to be at the Terenia Hall in Center of Excellence.
Indoors.
We indoors. Well, yeah, Winter Wonderland.
Okay.
It's air conditioning dinner, so it's going to be, yeah.
All
I can't do it out. I can't do winter outside.
Nice one.
Right? But this is the 3rd annual Breaking Dawn Christmas party. I want people to get their tickets as soon as it drops. Tickets will be out by the end of September. All right? This is the 3rd annual, and we have a ton of entertainment. It are real things. I just can't tell all you everything yet. Yeah. All right? But it are things to come. But that's just a little whisper of the information there. We had a terrific crowd come out last year. I look forward to seeing them again this year. And even more. So remember to invite a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you have a business, and you have, whether it's a small or medium-sized business, because I can't do the large ones yet, but I am proposing that Stephen Reese Productions, all you need to do is buy the tickets for your employees and send them to the Christmas party. We will handle the bar, we will handle the entertainment, we will handle the decor. We see about everything. So you don't have to spend money on no Christmas party for your business.
All right.
We will spend the money, we will put it out. All you need to do is purchase the tickets. Right? They get premium drinks inclusive, but food on sale for now. Mm-hmm. In the coming years, we might do our all-inclusive package as we go along. But I have to see how things develop there with that. Remember the first year we did food inclusive, and then I did premium drinks inclusive last year. And I think we're sticking with the premium drinks inclusive this year again. So make sure get your tickets when it drops. And we look forward to seeing all of you there at the Breaking Dawn Christmas party. All the people who just say, I's a fan, I's your #1 fan. Yeah, all you, yeah, waiting to see. All right. So with that, we got some birthdays here very quickly. We've gone way beyond my time. Happy 6th birthday to baby boy Ayan Ramsarup. Celebrates his birthday tomorrow. And this is from La Solita Road, Kelly Village, Caroni. From 2 pounds to 6 years, with lots of love, health and strength and happiness from Mom Asha, sisters Ali and Haley, grandparents Kim and Wayne, and Nanny Tara, and everyone who loves you dearly. All right? So happy birthday to you, man. Ayan. Then we have happy birthday to our sister Debbie, who is celebrating her birthday today. May God continue to bless her. This is coming with lots of love from her 7 siblings, Ashton, Brenda, Clara, Claudia, Cheryl, Emma, and Debbie. So happy birthday going out to Debbie. Got this one here. Wishing a happy and blessed birthday to a real-life princess, Kalia Robinson. We are all so proud of you and love you so much. Coming from your mom, dad, grandmother, Deborah, who is a huge fan of STV Breaking Dawn, and all of your cousins. Happy sweet 15. Nice, man. All right. And we got 2 more. Hi, Stefan. His birthday is on Saturday. Happy birthday to my son, Arnold Dwarika. Yeah.
Hey, what?
Okay. What Arnold doing these days, boy?
A long time I have with him.
Boy, Arnold was one of the most talented footballers that passed through.
Of course.
In the era that he was in. And I know he was outside playing football for some years and that kind of thing, but yeah, boy, I don't know where he is now. You know, maybe he need to come back and help the national team too at White York, I don't know. But happy birthday to Arnold Dwarika, from your father Donald and mother Sharon Dwarika. Enjoy your day, son, and may God continue to bless you abundantly. Nice, man. Yeah, Dwarika was real good, you know.
Boy. Big players.
Was real good. What? We had some talented footballers, you know, but I don't know, boy. We had an era there where, you know. And finally, hi, good night. Tomorrow is my husband, Don Anderson, and Aunt Miss Monroe's birthday. I'd like to say happy birthday to them tomorrow. Okay, well, yeah, today. All right, so happy birthday going out to Don Anderson and Miss Monroe. And I don't know who the greeting is from, but well, the email was sent by Maria. So Maria says happy birthday to you guys. All right, people. So I have a breakfast to eat. It's cold, but I'm going to eat it. Yeah, whether the steak cold or it's hot, It's steak. And I know that cake, right? But we got to wrap things up for this week. Next week is off the NYC week.
NYC week.
So, you know, we're gonna be back on Monday. But do enjoy your weekend, Chef. You want to see anything as you go? As
enjoy
you reach your
weekend,
courses?
guys. Be careful out there. Register for our courses on the 6th of September. The food costing workshop, our restaurant and catering operation. Very, very informative. So everybody at all levels, whether you're selling from doubles, fast food, burger, restaurant operation, catering, is going to help you. And then we have the Asian cuisine, the authentic Chinese, Hakka, Manchurian, Thai, North Indian. You know, we really show you the history of it, the history and the culture, all the cuisine. And it's good to get into depth with it as well. So sign up, guys. Sign up.
My mouth full, we go on. Enjoy your weekend. We could go, Chris.
Yes.
We could go. You're too wicked, Chris. You know I want to eat.
Good morning. Welcome to Breaking Dawn.
So good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. Of course, my name is Stephen Reese and we're here until 8 o'clock. It is Friday. And it being Friday, you know what I mean? It's free-for-all Friday. We're going to take a lot of calls. Chef is in the building making breakfast. A healthy breakfast at that, I understand. So we're gonna chat with Chef you know, very soon. Okay? In our timing. But we also have a guest coming in this morning, our good friends from New York City. They are here. So we going up next week, and the president of the New York Carnival Committee is here. So he's going to join us this morning around 7 o'clock. There are big things going on with the steel pan globally that needs to be acknowledged. There is the Panorama event that will take place during the Labor Day celebrations. And it is, I think, the second biggest panorama outside of after Trinidad and Tobago. I think New York is the biggest. Yeah, the bands are 100 players. Yeah, 100 players. Right? When you go up the islands and stuff, there's Panorama, but Panorama usually, the bands are way smaller than what we present in the Savannah, on the big stage, the stage of stages, right? 100 players. Long time used to be 120. Bands used to go up to about 120 players, that kind of thing, right? But New York City Panorama, all the bands, 100 players. And it's going to be a pay-per-view event. We're going to chat with the president about that and also about the impact of the steel pan outside of Trinidad and Tobago, outside of the Caribbean, right? In America, in Europe. It's going to be a terrific conversation, all right? And of course, our flight is on the 28th, and we will return on the 2nd. So bye-bye, Chef. Bye-bye. I'm going to need some New York pizza. Yeah, man. They said that the place to go and eat pizza, you know, is New York. I go in, and Chris, we boy Portney, Dave Portney, the fellow who does all the pizza reviews, There is a place in New Jersey, not New Jersey, sorry, in Brooklyn, where we'll be. It got one of his highest ratings of 9.4, and he don't rate that high. Eh? He don't ever, 8 is like a real high score for him. So if he say 9.4, brother man, I had to find that pizza place. Trust me. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll just, when I see it, I'll know it. So I'll just Google it. But yeah, 9.4, you know. Yeah. 9.4. I think the best pizza place in America, he gave it to a place called Monty's, I think. That they got a first time ever got a 10. 10 out of 10. You understand? And he don't give out 10s and things. He's very, very conservative with his scoring. But I had to eat a pizza, I love pizza, you know, I like a Ninja Turtle, you know. Yeah. Yeah, if I was a Ninja Turtle, I'd have Michelangelo. Yeah. All right, so I'll tell you what. We're going to take a look inside of the Newsday here before we throw out a topic or two at you after the break, which is going to engage us in terms of phone calls. All right? And you know, as usual, we keep the calls flowing because this morning is that type of day. All right? There's practically one topic that we're going to talk about. I see that former Minister of Energy and Energy Affairs, Stuart Young, and, well, I don't even know, the MSG is still a thing, whatever. And David Abdullah, there is an article in the paper here, it should be because it was online, where they are saying, hands off Venezuela. They're telling the US to keep their hands off of Venezuela. Just now, I'm not seeing it in the article. Like they put it on page 10. But I think it's a development taking place just, you know, very, very close by in the Caribbean, in our area that we need to chat about. But I mean, you got to take into consideration a lot of things here. But we'll get into that. Let me not jump the gun. All right. So shake up at majority state-owned bank. First Citizens CEO quits. Okay. So in a sudden and unexplained move, Karen DeBasey, Group Chief Executive Officer of First Citizens, has tendered a resignation according to senior bank and government sources. Newsday was told that the resignation was submitted to Corporation Sole Finance Minister Dave Tanku on August 20th. A WhatsApp query and calls to DeBasey seeking comment on August 21st went unanswered. Tanku, in a WhatsApp comment at 6:09 p.m. on August 21st, responded to a query seeking comment stating, quote, in cabinet, no comment, end quote. Anthony Isidore Smart, chairman of the board of directors of First Citizens Group Financial Holdings Limited, offered no comment on several questions relating to the DeBasey's exit and whether any steps have been taken to inform the Securities Exchange Commission and the Central Bank as prescribed by the bylaws of the Financial Institutions Act. Okay. Job loss worried ex-forestry worker, says his widow. High-risk inmates moved to Tetron. Security breach at Staubles Bay. How could you? Just now. A security breach has forced authorities to shuffle some high-risk inmates yet again, this time back to the Army's Tetron barracks in Chagaramas. Newsday understands some inmates, all classified as high risk and accused of plotting murders, kidnappings, and gang wars from behind bars, were yanked out of Staubles Bay on August 21st after it was uncovered that contraband, a cell phone and charger, was inside the Coast Guard's headquarters. How did the contraband get here? The cell phone are legs now, and chargers. You see the problems? You see the issues? You see? And this is why. Plenty might like what I say, you know. And I don't care. Right? I don't care if you don't like what I say. But I must say it anyway. This is why sometimes you need to rule with an iron fist. To hell with democracy and all this, you know. Sometimes you just need to rule